Hi guys, how you doing? Welcome to Planet 412. I hope you guys are doing well. I just want to say hello to everybody in the chat who was patiently waiting. I had to take care of a couple things on the stream before I started. And let me fix my camera here. As always, I'm doing things last second. Sugi, how you doing, girl? Heather, awesome to see you. Let's see who else we got in here. We have Carol, Benny's Revenge, A Lyson. It is a great song, brother. I love it. And my moderator, BJ Lapierre, is here. How you doing, Beach? Of course, my lovely wife, Stacy, Josie, Tim, Quicksilver. Man, we got a good group in here already. In fact, I am going to have my wife real quick let everybody know on my community page and YouTube. In fact, I'll just do it as I'm talking to you guys. Let me turn down the volume here. I forgot to let everybody know right before the stream in the community page what was going on. So I just want to let you guys know tonight I'm excited about what's going on. And as always, welcome to Planet 422, where the veil between the normal and the impossible is ripped wide open. Tonight, we're diving headfirst into the unknown, chilling paranormal encounters, mind bending supernatural clips, and UFO sightings that defy explanation. These aren't just videos, they're windows into something bigger, darker, and maybe even closer than we think. So buckle up, guys, because once you press play, there's no going back. We have a great show tonight. We're going to review again, as I said. And, one of my favorite channels that I do like to watch, and I don't watch a lot, is called the Impossible Channel. It's one of the most popular ones there are on YouTube. And I'm excited that we're going to be using that. Also, what we're going to be using tonight is a couple videos from one of our awesome Planet 412 members, Lyson Fire Fear. Oh, thanks, Kel. Look at that already. Thank you just for becoming a member, Kel. That is so awesome. Lyson Fire Fear, he sent in some videos that we're going to review tonight. And it's really going to be exciting. Hold on one sec. I'm just sending this reminder to everybody real quick on Planet 412 in the community page. So you guys will probably see this pop up real quick. And so, what did you guys think as I'm doing this real fast? What did you guys think about last week's review? This is something that I am definitely going to be doing on the reg. This is something we're going to be doing all the time on Planet 412. I'm going to be doing different videos that we review after we do it as well. So give me one more second here, guys. And as I send this, and it is out. Okay, now I can give you guys my full attention. So let's just jump right in it. Let me start the process of sharing. And what we're going to do tonight, if for those of you that are not aware what we did last week, I am going to be going to a specific channel and specific videos to share paranormal, UFO, different types of things. And we're going to watch these together. And what we're going to do is watch these and we're going to decide if they're real, if they are, hoaxes. So without further ado, let's get going. This is the Impossible channel, like I said. Definitely one of the few that I watch, so let's get started.
Now just imagine going outside on a sunny day, expecting to see beautiful clouds and clear blue skies, but the first thing you see when you look up is something you can't even begin to explain. It looks like a cloud, but it's not. It's like the Matrix is somewhat broken. This is exactly what happened on June 5th, somewhere in Georgia, with an internet user named Sam778. This is what happened.
What am I seeing? What was that, bro? I don't know if it'll do it again. Or if I'm tripping, I don't know. It was like a... Oh my god, what was that?
If you guys
What
can
the
see,
heck,
it's
bro?
kind of
What
like a
appears to be a bright
light.
streak of light can be seen moving around within the clouds, and whatever this thing was,
Also looks
Sam
like a
had caught it on
skull,
camera.
guys. If you look at that
Intrigued,
one
he posted the
cloud
video with the
from the
intention of
side, it
finding out
looks
if
like
what he
a
had
side
seen
view of
was
a
possibly some
skull
sort
with
of
its mouth
alien-like
open. Really
phenomenon.
strange.
Now, even though it does look otherworldly, this is a phenomenon known as a ground flash. One of the main theories is that this phenomenon is caused by rapid realignment of ice crystals due to shifting electric fields,
Really
often
wild
linked to
looking.
nearby
But
thunderstorms.
the reason
And
I want
taking
to
a
go
quick
over
look at
this
this video, we
one,
can clearly hear a thunderstorm approaching.
What am I seeing?
now the reason again I want to go over that one, guys, is because of the side view that we had of that cloud. So let me rewind it here real quick and play it again. If you can even see it from that view. All right, let me pause it right here. Let me come back to you guys. And what I find extremely interesting is that side view. And if you guys are using your phone or you're on your TV, I'm sure you're getting a different view. It is extremely telling to me sometimes things that we see in the sky. You know, people pass off shapes of clouds and things like that. You know, pareidolia. I'm sure you guys are aware. Pareidolia is where we see things in nature and we find similarities of things that we see every day in everyday life. So sometimes someone can see a knot on a tree and see a face or an eye, or, you know, it happens everywhere, everything. But then we have those instances where you see something and it's not just pareidolia. There is something very deep and strange going on. Like some trees out there. I'm going to go over a video in the near future on nature, just nature and strangeness. And one of the things that I'm going to go over that I'm sure some of you are aware of is there's a big thought that before the Great Flood, that there were the Nephilim and giants and different types of beings living on earth, which is why God decided to wipe the earth of all these different abominations and things like that. All over the world, there are mountains and signs of things that were incredible that we only see in movies, like mountains shaped like giants or animals and giant trees and things. So that's not just pareidolia. So that's something I'm going to be going over. Again, getting back to the cloud, I see things sometimes that just is beyond explanation. And when you look at this from the side, you see a mouth open, you see a skull shape. So it just makes me wonder if there's something different going over. What do you guys think? Do you see that? I'm going to go over some of these comments here. Make sure you guys, when you comment, put them in caps. I would really appreciate that. And if you guys have any questions as well, questions in caps. What do you guys think? Do you agree with me? Do you see a skull there? Sugi, definitely, she saw the skull, she says, just before I mentioned it. Let's see. I saw Wimbley say something about cloaking. If I don't find there it is. Wimbley makes a good point. Maybe it's a UFO cloaking. There have been many signs of UFOs in clouds that they're utilizing some type of technology that cloaks their ships and puts clouds around them. And there's been some real instances of people catching them. So good point, Wimbley. You never know. I think this is something a little more strange than that. Tim Houston saying, here in Oz, I was just initiated by one. Let's see who else is saying here. Lyson says, that happens normally. I don't think just because of the shape. There has to be a supernatural element at play. 100%. Lyson, I agree with you. Let's see. Ford suck LOL. I see a monkey skull. Definitely some type of skull there. All right. Trevor James or Tim Houston, Trevor James Constable, the cosmic pulse of life. Not real sure what that means, brother. I don't know about that. Let's see. Robert Martell. Matt is a very special Paul with the honest interest that not only Dogman, everything that we are in the world. Let's say, I appreciate that comment, Robert. Thanks, brother. All right, we are going to move on. Oh, somebody wants to play the video again. Okay, give me 1 sec. Lyson. Let it keep playing here. All right, I got you, brother. Right here, you see them change the view. That's an interesting view right there. Let me move this a little bit forward from the example. There's some more right there. All right, here it is again.
On January 2018 at around 1:30 in the morning, hundreds of trees simply snapped in half in a 1-mile radius in Lake Quinault, Washington. No storm, no microburst, no wind. Nothing that could explain why hundreds of trees simply snapped in half, as if something took them down real quick. To this day, there is no official explanation to what really happened, and theories range from really old trees, animals running down the hill, or even aliens and UFOs.
Oh, wow.
What the f, dude?
While researching this phenomenon, I found out that this is not something that happens often, but it has happened in the past. On the morning of June 30th in 1908 in Siberia, millions of trees were found snapped in half, in what is known today as the Tunguska event. To this day, the official explanation is that an atmospheric burst was caused by a meteor, causing the trees to snap in half. But this is just a theory. And just a few days ago, something really bizarre happened.
I never heard wind like that. It felt like it was a downdraft.
Every last one of the light poles.
Now that's strange. Having light poles go down, those things are really put in the ground. Look at that.
On July 1st, hundreds of power lines were snapped in half, trees were completely and perfectly uprooted, and thousands of people were left without energy.
Las Vegas. We are on Tropicana in front of the Walmart.
Okay. Let's chat about this for a minute here. Now, obviously, the first one showing the trees coming down, there could be a lot of natural things going on there. You could have, a mild earthquake going on underneath the ground. Things are shifting. You don't know what could be causing it. We do have earthquakes sometimes, and we don't feel anything. I find this very strange. The fact that light poles are being uprooted. Obviously, something started down a certain point, strong enough to move the wire and everything, which is adding to pulling those light poles out, obviously. But what could happen so strong to cause that? And then you have, which is one of, again, the most well-known, the Tunguska event in Siberia. Those of you that are not aware of what happened, I mean, you just saw the example. Whatever caused the explosion or something hit was so powerful, it caused trees, as you saw, to be knocked down. Let me go back to show you the pictures again. For, I think it was hundreds of miles. And it's just incredible how much damage was sustained from that event. And Tim, I agree. You said, but why poles and not trees? I 100% agree. Why just the poles? And, looking at the Tunguska event, I want to ask you guys, those of you that are familiar with this event, I'm sure you know some of the conspiracy about what occurred. The fact that it happened exactly in the most desolate place it could happen was either just pure luck that either an asteroid hit the ground or whatever went. But it comes off kind of weird for me because they said that there were radiations that were noticed there even years later. And the way that everything went down was the way that a nuclear explosion completely clears the land. And one of the things out there in the conspiracy world is that maybe a UFO either crashed or was about to explode, and they purposely went to that area because of how desolate it was. Let's see here. We got some comments. I'm trying to find, I saw Kel said something here. Here we go, Kel. That's wild. Why wasn't that reported more widely? I agree. I didn't hear anything about this event until now. Let's see. Yeah, BJ, they all went down the same direction too, not crossed by straight ahead. That was BJ Lapierre. Lyson, Fire Fear. Couldn't they find the asteroid that was the case? No, they never have figured out exactly what occurred, which is one of the most mysterious things that has happened. There. Let's see. Tim Houston talking about one of my favorite people in history. Tesla was testing a strange device. The timing works. Nikola Tesla, for those of you that aren't aware of who he is, one of the most famous scientists, just the most incredible human beings in history, was doing things with different technologies that were so far ahead of where we even are now, with some things that a lot of people think he was either a time traveler or an alien. Something was going on with Nikola Tesla that, you're right, Lyson, just said free electricity. He had figured out, how to get free energy for the world, all types of things. And when he died, the government went into his lab and everything, and they took all his works that have never been seen again. So I'm sure you guys can't figure out. I mean, you can figure out for yourself the types of things they got. Drop in the comments if you think it's supernatural or no, what happened with the Tunguska event. So let's move ahead here. You're right, Quicksilver. Some of Tesla's work was almost surreal. It was surreal, period. All right, let's move on here, guys.
In what is known today as Las Vegas, experts say that this is a rare atmospheric phenomenon caused by wind gusts of up to 70 miles per hour.
Oh, okay.
Nothing strange about that, right? Well, wrong.
Oh my god!
For many of the people who witnessed it, the precision and quickness of the event felt very much unnatural.
I recorded that whole thing. I recorded.
And in some cases, it actually looked more like an earthquake than a gust of wind.
That's odd. Yeah, a dust storm is not going to do that. It's not going to move
Now, as you
concrete
can imagine,
walkways.
it didn't take long before the internet was completely taken over by theories of what really happened that day. While some think that this is just a natural event
Oh,
and
it's
it
only
could be,
2 city
most
blocks.
felt as if there was something unnatural about it.
Right, good point. Girl said that. Strange, and we had other people say it.
Big as hell.
There was something going on underground as well.
The ground didn't even move this motherfucker. Shook the ground.
So I decided to dig deeper, and the
Josie
first thing I
Nebby saying
noticed is that
microbursts
most of
will
the
cause
videos look like
damage
something
like
out of a
that.
Stranger Things episode. Houses,
It does look
buildings,
like
and
an
structures were
earthquake
fully
was
intact.
involved
There were no
in
debris
something.
or leaves on the ground, just perfectly uprooted trees and power lines snapped in half.
Very, very odd. Man, would that cause trouble? Can you imagine
Strange,
how
isn't
long
it?
that took?
But it
to
gets
fix
even
that
stranger
stuff?
after a Twitter user posted a video in which we can see the power lines going down, but apparently no wind.
All right, we're going to
So-
move on from this one.
And many other factors led several people to think that the wind might have been either directed or artificially caused.
And
But
we get
by
into
what?
a whole bag of
Hold on.
different things
They
going
want us
on
to
there
believe.
with the government being able to control the weather.
In the United States, today being Thursday, June 26th.
It all starts with a massive fireball that was seen all over Georgia and South
Whoa.
Carolina on June 26th. Fireball was first seen above the town of Oxford in Georgia, moving southwest at about 30,000 miles per hour.
That's nuts.
That same week, many other sightings happened all over the U.S.
I'm recording.
Oh wow, that's a great
God, I
video.
can't believe I'm getting
right
this on
there.
video.
Holy cow!
Wait, what? I had over 60.
You can't see it, but there's like a reflective ball just spinning and flying. What the is that, bro?
Agreed.
In some of these videos, choppers
look
can
at
be
the
seen flying
helicopter.
close by to these things, whatever they are.
Could you imagine being
Never
in that
seen
chopper?
something like this. There's like tens of thousands of these reflective objects in the air. I thought they were birds at first, but looking closer, it's literally just these reflective objects.
Yeah, that's weird.
What the dude?
Now, this is a good video right here. This looks
In one
legit
specific
to me.
video recorded 15 days ago, we can see what appears to be a massive object hovering above the woods in Seven Lakes, New York.
Wow, very, very interesting. And if you guys are noticing, there's starting to become more and more instances of very good video catching UFOs, UAPs, USOs, even entering or
Now, I'm
leaving
not
the
exactly sure
water.
if these sightings have anything to do with what happened in Vegas.
I don't believe it had anything to do in Vegas. What do you guys throw it in there real quick in the comments? Do you think, number one, those are legit? Do you think that they are ours? Or do you think that they are something else? But, you know, right here with
What I do know
with
is
the
that it's a bit of a
fireball,
coincidence that on
those are interesting. Now, that could very well just be an asteroid or a comet that broke up and they're entering the atmosphere. It also could be an old satellite that entered Earth's atmosphere, broke up, and there are pieces of that coming in, which is scary because that could cause damage. Here they're bringing back, let's see what he's saying with the Tunguska accident.
Now, I'm not exactly sure if these sightings have anything to do with
Lyson
what happened in
saying we
Vegas.
really need to
What I do
capture
know
these
is that
things
it's a bit
really
of a
up close.
coincidence that on June 26th, a massive fireball is seen flying southwest,
DJ
possibly
is saying, let's come back. I want to go over some of these comments real quick before we move on here. Let's see here. I'm a little bit behind on the comments. Let's see. Let me catch up. All right. BJ says my daylight UFO hovered like that too before it took off like a bat out of Hades. The winch that BJ has been sending me, and we're going to make a video about things that have been happening with BJ. She's really been surrounded with a lot of supernatural things lately, specifically UFOs that have been coming by her home regularly. So we're going to talk about that. Let's see. Scott from South Carolina said we had a derecho. Oh, okay. This is about the trees. These cause hurricane force winds, right? Okay. I gotcha. Let me move forward. I want to see people talking about, let's see, Tim Houston, signs and wonders. You could be excused for thinking the worst. Right. Now, there's a lot of, if you've noticed in the news recently, there's been talk of how the president has been briefed about, aliens living among us, half human, half aliens, hybrids. He's also been, briefed about, strange UFOs, things like that in our atmosphere, which he knows quite a bit more, and it's been happening a lot. They know everything that's going on here. Sugi, it's definitely getting interesting on Earth. It's really getting interesting. Heather says things are just getting crazier and stranger. Unfortunately, I think it's just the start of what we're in for. I agree. And the point I'm getting at here is, Sugi doesn't think they're aliens. I think there's a lot of drones out there that are ours, 100%. But some of them cannot be explained. Lyson Fire Fear. JD Vance said that they're going to get in the UFO files very soon. One of the things, the point I was getting to is, they're bringing up a lot of things about UFOs and the government and the news. And the reason I believe they're doing that is I think that they're going to be trying to shoot towards, unfortunately, this new world order that's been, chatted about for a long time. And one of the things that has been brought up, and I made a video on Planet 412 about Project Bluebeam, and you can watch that. You can go into my videos and find that. Project Bluebeam was created by the government, and basically what it is a mass, basically a giant mass holographic system that will make, and they're saying what they're going to do is they're going to do a homegrown UFO attack. The government's going to say that we have finally made contact with aliens. They're coming here, and unfortunately, it's bad. They're attacking us. We're being, attacked by UFOs, and they're going to use this Project Bluebeam, which makes, and they've been using it for years, and they've been practicing it. You see some of the instances on the internet of beings in the sky, cityscapes in the sky, all kinds of unexplainable events that either they're obviously real or they're not, but they have been utilizing this all over the world, this Project Bluebeam. And again, the word from whistleblowers and everything is that when we finally are told as a planet that they're here and we know about, they're going to utilize the scare tactic and get everybody on Earth to come as one and get a new world order and try and just control us all that way. And that's extremely scary. Again, you can go back to my video on Project Bluebeam and read about it. Let's see here. Antonio says, you heard 3 days ago, Anna Paulina Luna believe they are real. Congresswoman Trump put her to investigate UFO aliens. You think she will have to investigate cryptids? I think they already are quietly investigating cryptids. That's why they always put the kibosh on things when people try to talk about them. We have forest rangers that will not talk about it. They will not make reports. They'll not tell you about missing persons. Heather Penrose says things are just getting crazier and stranger. Unfortunately, I think this is just the start of what we're in for. Josie Nebby says, my mom saw a UFO outside the Howland exit. She lost 30 minutes of time and woke up outside of her car. So, Josie, you are from the Howland, Ohio area? That's awesome. I'm loving you're here. Welcome. You're not far from where I am. We do see some strange things here in the Youngstown, Warren area of Ohio. Northeast Ohio is known as one of the just cruxes of strange events.
She's from Maine.
Oh, okay, Maine. My bad. Howland, Ohio is you said Howland. That's why I thought it's really close to where I live. Let's see. Lyson. They know about cryptids 100%. They have known for a long time. Trying to go back here and let's see. Lyson made another comment earlier. I don't know. Seems like a wild stretch. Who told you about the project? This is a very, very well-known project, Lyson. All you had to do is Google it, brother. It'll explain it to you. All right, let's get moving here, guys. Lyson can hear my wife in the background. Okay, that's a message for Stacy. She's giving me information, helping me with the chat. Project Bluebeam, the sinister plan unfolding before our eyes. Thank you, BJ. That's here on Planet 412. You can get that video. I appreciate that. Sugi will answer this and move on. What's with all these C-130 cargo planes in and out of the nameless Air Force Reserve Base? I just had C-130s, and 5 minutes later, hold on, let me put that up real quick. Heather Penrose, hi, Stacy. You missed an E, Heather. Not even 5 minutes after these 4 C-130s flew over my house. Hold on, I don't know why that's popping up. You are absolutely right, Quicksilver. She's helping me big time. It's a family team thing. Big things on the horizon for Planet 412. Not 5 minutes after these 4 C-130s come over my house from the Vienna Air Base. And where is that, Stace? Vienna? They have Vienna Air Base. That's also called what? That area? Yeah, it's the Youngstown Air Base, but it's in Vienna, Ohio. I had 5 Black Hawk helicopters fly over my house as well. Let's see, to me, when the government, Robert says, when the government lets you know about something means they have something greater than that. All right, we are going to move on here, guys.
At the same direction of Las Vegas.
Let me move forward.
Colorado River expedition set out for one more of their rafting adventures in the upper Colorado River between Rancho Del Rio and Pump House. It was a beautiful day, and since they'd been rafting for quite a while, they decided to pull over to grill some burgers and enjoy the weather. Everything was going as planned until one of their team members spots what he thinks is a bear at first. But things are about to get really strange, really quick. This is what they caught on camera.
Oh, that's definitely on TV.
That's really funny.
Logan and his team capture footage of what appears to be an upright, tall humanoid figure walking in the distance. And if we slow-mo and replay the video a couple of times, it becomes quite clear that whatever this thing is, it's not a bear. Thinking that maybe this could be clear footage of Bigfoot, they upload it to social media and immediately get loads of views, but they also get a lot of backlash. So a couple of days later, Logan responds to the backlash and explains how they have more footage.
No.
To kind of explain what happened with this Bigfoot video.
Well,
I want you
just
guys to
put the
understand
other
where we
footage
were.
on.
So we were floating the upper Colorado River. That's
Oops, sorry guys.
between Pump House and Rancho Del Rio. We pulled over about, I would say it's about 40 yards downstream of Bench 3, and we just started grilling burgers, we were eating watermelon, we were just hanging out, enjoying the weather. Well, someone in the group pointed up at the side of the mountain and yelled, "Bear!" But it wasn't a bear. This thing was upright. It was huge. It was moving fast. You guys, it was incredible. Now, one of our guests, they sent us some video this morning. I haven't had a chance to look at it. It's still sitting in my inbox.
Well,
but whatever it
let's
is,
show
I'm
it.
dropping it today on Instagram.
So as promised, that same day, he uploaded a longer video recorded by one of his guests. Pay very close attention.
He's not moving like a bear. Oh my goodness.
It's obviously watching.
Guys, don't look at the phone. You can see it.
Oh man, I don't know about that one. I'm calling hoax right now. It looks like a loose costume to me.
In the very beginning of the video, we can hear his guests discussing how they think this could be a bear, but how it doesn't look like one.
And it goes against what normally Bigfoot and other cryptids do. It knows it's being watched, and it's
there's a
standing
specific moment
purposely in the
video
open.
where we can see how tall this thing is compared.
All right, let me pause it real quick. Definitely not going to spend a ton of time on this. In the chat, give me your opinion, guys, real quick. Hoax, real. What is your opinion? Quicksilver, I'm with you, Matt. That looks like BS. Spicy housewife. Hey, Spicy, how you doing? This one's trolling YouTube. Tim, he's online trolling YouTube comments. Okay. Robert Martell. I agree, Matt. Dre MF. What's up, Dre? Nice hoax. Wembley. Yeah, everybody is in agreement that this one is a hoax. So we're going to move on. I'm not going to spend a lot of time on this one.
To the trees of years where the native tribes talk about how they saw these creatures.
These are
As
interesting.
we were reeling it back in because we started to get cold.
The rocks
One of the
show
kids,
that these things have been around a
he
long
looked
time.
This way, he looked down the road, and he said, "Who's that? Who's that guy watching us?" Whoever it was, he was really big. He was tall. He looked kind of hairy. He had no neck. His neck was really short. Like
He got no neck.
And he seemed like he had really long arms.
Blyson, very ancient recordings, correct. You gotta really take them seriously.
And there's also the fact there's tons of video evidence, such as this video recorded by the Track
Jim
Planner
Benetti
YouTube channel.
fake. I like what the woman, the Indian, was talking about, tree peeking, which is a very, very well-known, real...
He was flying over northern Utah to
behavior
capture
from
stock footage for his videos when all of a sudden a stick or whatever this thing is flies by pretty quick as if something threw it at him.
That's weird.
But what could be so strong to throw something like that at
Doesn't
a drone?
look like a stick to me. It looks like it's real light. I don't think that's anything.
And then there's countless videos of supposed encounters with the unique ad 11,000 on Reddit a man comes face to face with what he believes to be Bigfoot.
That's creepy. But what always makes me think and question these videos, oh, that thing is really big, very wide. That's a hard thing to do, even with like faking it. But what gets me is, you know, how did he know? That should be addressed. So
being that
he
the
just
video was recorded
starts
late at
recording,
night,
and
the
all we
quality
know.
isn't that good. But there's something that caught my attention, and not just my attention. The creature seems to have eye shine. And we
I
all
don't
know that
see the
humans
eye
don't
shine.
have
I
that
see
kind of
shine
eye
on its
shine at
face
night.
right there, like
So
its
whatever this
nose
thing
area.
is, it's big, it's furry, and it left a unique ad 11,000 frozen in fear. There are countless videos like this
This
one,
is
and
one
it's
of
really
the
hard to
most
tell if they're
well-known
fake or not.
recordings
But being
of
that
a
there are
supposed
reports from all
Bigfoot.
over the
I'm going to go
US,
back on
Canada,
that one.
and
I'm
other
glad that
countries
you
like
showed
Russia,
that.
it seems as if this creature
One
could
of
have
the
existed
most
somewhere in the past.
well-known recordings of a
Ad
Bigfoot
11,000
looking through
frozen
a
in fear.
window.
There are countless videos.
Oops, sorry, I didn't mean to do that. Hold on. I got to go back. I don't know what I did there. I apologize. I just went forward on a video I shouldn't have. I went to mute it. Sorry, y'all. Okay, what happened? I don't know. Huh. Hold on a sec, guys. Let me go back to the Impossible channel. I think it was it this one? Yeah, it was this one. Sorry.
Videos like this one, and this.
Now, if you guys can see, let me mute it. This thing looking through the window, this is really supposed to be one of the legit videos of a Bigfoot looking through a window. They also have pictures of a Bigfoot in a different situation looking through a window at night with just the screen open. And this thing stood there for a while. And it's supposed to be legit. I mean, look at this right now, guys, okay? And I want to get your comments, too. Do you think that's a real one right there? What's your opinion? I do think this one's real. The eyes, the color of the skin, the distance between the eyes, and just how wide the nose is and things like that. I believe this is a real one. Let's see, Spicy Housewife. Do you know where that was shot at, Matt, the one at night? I do not right at the top of my head, but I'll look into it for you guys when I got some time. I'll also make sure I get that other video up where a different person had pictures of a creature that looks almost identical to that looking through a window at night through a screen. Yes, real. Lyson, Fire Fear agrees, legit. Josie, yes, that's Guaco. Let's see here. Man, this thing moves fast. Jojo, it's freaky, but yeah, I think it's real. It's a real hairy fella. I so agree. Let's see. Yeah, the eyes look real. From Lyson, Quicksilver. That recording freaked me out the first time I saw it. P-Gene, how you doing, P-Gene? 63. That one looks like a gorilla with the exception of the bear gray face, which is another well-known event that is always noticed with the Bigfoot. Okay, Lyson, I got you, brother. We're going to go over your videos. Lyson, again, Fire Fear sent me a number of videos to review tonight. We will get to that after this video. Let's see here. Some questions. Quicksilver, I've seen that one. I believe it's real. Sugi looks real to me, both of them. The first one positioned spot on. I think somebody had a question for me. Try and keep the questions in caps, please, guys. PG63, do you think maybe a young one that doesn't understand the glass goes both ways? Very possible, or just doesn't care. What? Let's see. We already did that one. Hold on. All right, let's see, Lyson, when we're going to watch the videos. I said, I got you, brother. Trust me, they're coming. They're coming. We're going to finish this video first, and we'll go right to yours. I promise, Lyson. All right, let's move on here, guys. I'm glad you guys agree. You know, we definitely had a video out there that looks legit. I'm happy about that situation.
To tell if they're fake or not. But being that there are reports from all over the US, Canada, and other countries like Russia, it seems as if this creature could have existed somewhere in the past, and maybe still exists today. The question is,
that
where
one
does
I
it
don't
hide?
really know if I
Is it underground?
believe.
Caves? Is it interdimensional like some believe?
I believe. Do you guys believe that there's interdimensional things going on with them, by the way? I do. They have the
Whatever
ability
these things
to
are, they're
cloak.
still out there
That
somewhere
looks fake
hiding
as hell to
from
me
us.
in
And it's
place.
possible that Logan
Not
and his
even
team actually
moving.
caught this thing off guard in the upper Colorado River. On June 26th, something really bizarre took place in the city of Pembroke, Massachusetts. Moments before the sunset, a huge
Wow.
and silent object swooshes over the town. Something that at first looks like a helicopter
the
or
heck?
a plane, but isn't.
Now
Colleen
that is
McCormack,
weird.
who was at her backyard enjoying the sunset, captured it on camera, and moments after posting it to social media, it was aired on television. What is this thing?
That's telling.
Is it one of those New Jersey drones, and are they back? Not even a day goes by and people all across the United States start hearing what at first sounds like fireworks.
What are these loud booms happening in New York City right now?
Yeah, guys, I think
It
that
ain't no
might have been a
fireworks.
legit UFO she
What is-
caught. Not
Somebody
going to
let
go
me
back
know.
to it, though. What's your opinion?
The same weird sounds that were in
Suki said I zoomed in on
New
the
York
last
are now in
Bigfoot. I
Dallas,
think I
Texas.
saw a female breast. Well, that could be real, Suki. Now, that's weird. I mean, that could be fireworks for all we know. Okay, real quick on this subject, I'm sure a lot of you have heard the talk in the news, have seen things, maybe even heard these booms going on. We spoke about these recently on another live stream. You know, people are hearing sounds in the skies. They're hearing very strange things from going all the way ranging from between explosions to people call them trumpet sounds, sounds coming like from underground, which I believe a lot of those underground sounds is they're using earth, you know, the giant drills, and they're making tunnels, which there's tons of proof that there's just unbelievable things going on underground, tons of tunnels being built, which makes you wonder, you know, these large structures going on underground, something is about to happen on the earth, and things up top are not going to be good. Obviously, everyone won't be included in these underground places as well, especially because we're not being told about it. There's a number of videos out there of people that work on these sites and are not supposed to have recordings of anything that they see, but these people are so freaked out. Guy like truck drivers driving dump trucks miles upon miles underground, and they've videoed some of these, and these videos are on YouTube and online, and it's disturbing. It's scary. It's like, we're not being told about this. Why are we not being told about all this stuff going on? Why is it secret? Well, there is, and they talk about it. A number of people that there's a ultra high speed subway system underneath the United States, which takes people that work for the government and other positions, who knows, that will take them from the West Coast to the East Coast in a couple hours, or maybe even less. It's just a lot of stuff going on underground. Sugi saying, I've heard the trumpets. Not far from where I live in Youngstown, there's a small city called Girard, Ohio. Not long ago, they were having a lot of strange booms in the sky and things like that. Spicy Housewife saying, I live by a military base, so I bet they'll conceal stuff with their drills and practices. Of course they will. Sugi, you're right, because it isn't for us. Tim King, let's see. Matt's got us thinking tonight. All very plausible. Thank you. Lyson, us is living in the future. Quicksilver, there are absolutely large underground facilities and have been for decades. BJ, Lapierre, Tannerite is responsible for some very loud explosive booms as well that can shake your windows at times. We have issues with them here in Northwest Pennsylvania. Thanks, BJ. Let's see. Tim Houston asking, where do the orbs stop and the cryptids begin, or vice versa? You're opening a whole new ball of wax right there, Tim. We've discussed this issue here on Planet 412 a number of times, that there have been so many instances of cryptids and orbs and UFOs even at times being seen all within a specific time frame of a sighting. So yeah, there's a lot going on there. You're right, Tim. These booms have never been explained officially. Excuse me. BJ, yeah, we have a quarry about 6 miles out of town, and Tannerite is a thing. Okay. Tannerite also known for, you know, paranormal things being connected to it. All right, let's move on here, guys. We got to play license.
It wasn't just in New York City. People all across the country started hearing these mysterious booming sounds.
Who else in Atlanta is witnessing this right now?
It was something that was creeping loads of people out because it sounded like fireworks, but there was something eerie about it.
Josie Nebby. Aw, thank you.
There, but
I love your channel, Matt and Stacy. I'm glad I showed up on my suggestion. I'm so happy you're here, Josie. I'm sorry. I can't tell you how much I appreciate that. Thanks.
Get the out of here. There ain't no firework. Oh my God. What? We don't live in Vegas. That's not.
Whatever.
Okay, well, let's move on from the booms. We've discussed these already. This is more sound from the sky. Yeah.
Most people suggested that this was some sort of alien-like Star Wars that could be happening somewhere in the sky.
Oh, whoa. Now that is crazy.
Others stated
Now, are
this is possibly a
those
sky
drones?
quake, an unexplained phenomenon that happens from time to time. And the most plausible explanation, that maybe this is a military readiness drill.
Okay,
That's
now
happening
they show
somewhere
those
nearby.
lights in the sky, but he still
However,
talks. Sometimes he needs to move on a little quicker. Caught something weird the day the Tahoe turned into the ocean.
Did you see that? Every time she would try to rest her phone on a rock to record the lake, her phone would vibrate and emit a strange buzzing sound.
Earthquake.
Something that normally phones don't do. Now, being that this is a brand new iPhone 16, this is most likely not a problem with the camera stabilizer. Strange, isn't it?
Well, she could be having vibrations coming right from underneath her, and she said the day that the Tahoe Lake turned in the ocean, if she means like the salinity changed, there was a ton of silt maybe that came up and stuff, was a sign something
But here's where
going
things
on
get even
underwater.
stranger. That same afternoon, just a few miles away in Lake Tahoe, an unusual phenomenon took place. Something so unusual that it took over all media outlets that night.
10-foot
A
wave.
freak storm causes chaos on the usually tranquil Lake Tahoe.
In a matter of minutes, and like something out of a sci-fi movie,
Which is a
Lake
sign
Tahoe's
there's
weather changes
something going on
from sunny
underground.
to this.
Oh, there was an
Pretty
earthquake.
dangerous in a matter of moments.
In the midst of the chaos, it snows in June.
Whoa!
Snowing. It's snowing.
It didn't take long before people were trying to connect these mysterious phenomena
That's
that all
very
happened that
odd.
same week. The frequency glitch in Caples Lake, and just a few miles away in Lake Tahoe, the freak weather. Then, a few days later, a drone-like object swooshes by, and people all over the US start hearing booming sounds in the sky. It could just be a huge coincidence, and it probably is. But most people on the internet didn't think so. They think that this could be some sort of alien-like Star Wars that's going on, and we just can't see it with the naked eye.
Alright, yo, look at this.
For a week yesterday, and unfortunately that rain does stick with us. But
That's a bird.
As we head into the afternoon. This is our look over Pensacola Beach on our generator guys camera. We have
That's a bird. The f is that? What the f is that?
Whoa! Now
But I'm
that
not
was
too sure.
weird.
What I do know, however, is that back in January this year, people also heard the same booming sounds in the sky while the drones and orbs were still flying all over North Carolina.
Okay, we got a bunch of weird stuff we're going to talk about here.
What?
License saying he has a mermaid on camera for me.
What in the
Okay,
world?
we'll go over them. They're coming. We're
That was
almost done
30
here.
seconds of
License.
So it might just be that whatever these booming sounds are, they might actually be related to these drones and orbs.
All right, let me pause that right there. Let's get talking here for a few minutes. Excuse me. And again, Josie, thank you, dear. Going back to this whole situation, you know, they say maybe it's a coincidence that all these things are happening. Well, one or two instances, and you can talk about coincidences. But when you start getting 3, 4, 5 things occurring all within a certain span of time in the same area, and then all of a sudden, boom, right side of the screen, a UFO or unknown type of ship flying through the sky right when all this stuff's going on. Yeah, I think we're beyond coincidence here, guys. This is a string of events that is proving that something's going on. You have Lake Tahoe again. You know, that thing is bottled up, you know, and very tranquil. I would assume 90% of the time, and you have all of a sudden the phone of the person being, you know, shaking and frequencies going on that are messed up. Well, that's because those are coming through your feet, through the ground. Electromagnetic spectrum and things is changing because of what's going on. And then all of a sudden, as we know with tsunamis and things like that, when you have an earthquake event, that not long after, water is dramatically affected. So I think something went on, but there's been a lot of talk of, and there's a number of instances of videos and pictures of UFOs being around volcanoes when they're erupting, entering and leaving even volcanoes that are erupting. Are they causing these events? Or are they coming around more because they can, utilize the energy in the air or whatever and, fuel up or whatever? I don't know. There's a lot going on. Very, very strange. Do you guys think that this was just a string of coincidences? Or do you think that this is definitely connected? BJ saying 50 people 50 people watching, only 10 likes. Don't forget this. Yes, thank you, BJ. So real quick, I want to say we've got 53 people in here. Okay. There's a lot of likes. I was just told by Stacy. Thank you, guys. That's a big deal to me. Please make sure that you're subscribed. Sometimes what's been going on with YouTube lately, and they actually will let us know. Make sure you let your subscribers know if they're to check if they're still subscribed. Sometimes what will occur is, for unexplained reasons, people will be unsubscribed or their notifications will get turned off. So just check that. 56 people in the stream. Thanks, guys. This is awesome. We're gonna move on here. License videos coming up. All right, let's move on.
Could it be that these booming sounds are actually originating from some...
Yes, I think they are.
This year. In her first videos, you can see her cheering with her friends and enjoying her time. But this changes quickly after a strange old man breaks in during one of her TikTok videos.
Oh my God.
No, I don't remember. Please get out. Please get out of my apartment. Please go of my apartment.
Completely freaked out, the next
How
day
horrifying.
she uploads an update on the situation. And she explains how she is pretty scared, but she can't move out because she's still in the process of paying deposits, that sort of stuff. So she stays there and hopes for the better.
Oh my God. That's why, guys, I'm just going to say real quick.
A few days
If you're
go by and she
afraid of
starts
guns
uploading
and don't
normal
want a
videos
gun in
once
your
again.
house, buy a couple cans of bear
Until
mace.
this
Have them
happens.
around your house. And if somebody, God forbid, ever comes in, spray them with bear mace. Hold on. Let me bring that back. Oh. Okay, she just heard something strange in her house. Would you guys call the police right there? I agree, Lyson. I adore guns. I'm American, baby. I just have guns in my house for protection. My family is the most precious thing to me. Would you guys have called the cops already? There you go. Good girl. Whoa, do you see that, guys? Did you see that? There were footprints on her mattress. There, check that out. All of a sudden. And now they're gone.
Did you see that? At a specific moment in the video, she realizes that she's not all alone. There's someone or something sitting next to
Wow.
her, and you can actually
Oh
see the indents in her video.
my God. Oh. Wow. Okay. Let's real quick here.
Creepy, isn't it? But it would explain most of the bad luck and why her door opened by itself when she saw that strange old man.
That did open by itself. You guys notice? I think she was just so scared she didn't notice that door open. I don't know, man. I mean, that seemed like a real human being to me. Wow. What do you guys think? I agree, Sugi. We always have our phones. Put on your camera if it's not already on your home screen, and always have that sucker ready to go. BJ, I can only see what the screen shows me here. For me, it's only oh, okay, I gotcha. She said 56 watching and 10 likes. If you didn't hit like, I'd appreciate it if you do. Let's see. Josie Nebby saying she needs to sage. Definitely, if you don't plan on moving, you got all that paranormal stuff going on, I would definitely have your house cleansed. Let's see. Who else commented here? People just saying all the same thing. I would get out of there. Yeah, I agree. This thing, let's see. You know what time it is? It's Planet 412. It's her, but let's see, Chico, Chicago Big Dog saying it's her bed, telling her it's bedtime. Okay, that's funny. Spicy Housewife, Sage, and follow up with protective herbs. Sage just erases and leaves it open and invite more back in. And guys, one of the things also that if you have paranormal events going on in your house, you can just flat out talk to whatever you think is going on in there and just talk to it respectfully. Say, we're here together. I would really appreciate if you respect, that I live here too. And could we, be respectful of each other and just not have any issues. Talk to it like it's a person, standing there. That has actually worked a number of times in events like that. So let's move on real quick because I want to get on to licensed videos. He's sent me some good ones. This video
and why
done
some
here.
things keep moving by themselves. Some even suggest that her apartment was hacked or used for dark magic at some point, and that the strange old man was actually a ghost and
I
not
think
someone
he
breaking
was
in.
real. I think
But I'm
there's
not too
something
sure.
nefarious going on there. Thank God she got out. Oh my God, how horrifying. He would not be standing in my home
Maybe it was
very
all
long.
just a prank for views, or maybe it was the real deal. I'll leave it up to you. What do you think, and what do you think she should do? Have you ever
All right,
been
guys,
through a
that's the
similar
end of that
situation?
video. Giving credit to the Impossible channel again. Thank you, to him for making such good stuff. I watch his stuff all the time. No, I'm not gone, guys. I'm unsharing, and I'm going to share. Let me go first and bring up his videos and where I have them before I start sharing. So Lyson has been doing a really good job. Oh, okay, hold on. Sorry for you guys if you thought I wasn't there. I was there. I'm just getting the video ready for me and Lyson. Let me see. Lyson, play the first video. I want to make sure. Okay. Let me bring this up here. He sent me a few today. Okay, let me pause this. Give me a second here, guys. Hold on. Why is that not playing? Hold on a second, guys. There it is. Can you guys see this? Hold on, we're having a problem with the video, guys. One sec. Hold on, everybody. Let me unshare this again. And I need to share the right thing because it's playing. There we go. All right, it's starting, guys. NVTV, something that I also watch once in a while here. Let's move forward. Saying he saw a Dogman, Padrinas and Sarote do Urubu.
Cara, eu só tô passando aqui na estrada das pedrinhas, aí vi a notícia. É bichão mesmo aqui grandão.
Whoa. Okay. That's interesting. Now, obviously, we got to get a better look at it. Yeah, license saying, look at the hands. Yeah, that's strange. That definitely doesn't look very much like paws there. They look more hand shape. I agree with you, Lyson. That one right there looks more paw-like, but that one's kind of weird looking. Now you got
Aí, pessoal, suposto lobisomem aqui de Petrolina.
I'm gonna mute it while this is playing.
Muitas pessoas dizem que é lenda, que não
Hold on a second. I have another video playing in the background somewhere. I don't know where that's. Hold on a second, guys. I don't know where it's coming from. Hold on a sec, guys. I don't know what's going on here. I have another video coming from somewhere. Okay. There it goes. It was just playing. I had thought I had paused it and I didn't. Sorry about that. All right, guys. What do you think about that one there? License sent that. Very interesting. I'm going to go back and put the picture on the screen there. I have something playing in the background. Let's see, let me bring back the picture here. Now you guys can see. Let me see, I gotta close something here that's making noise. All right, here we go. All right, as I'm getting yelled at because there was a window opened I wasn't aware of. So you guys are seeing me get yelled at as we go. Very funny though, actually. Comments. It has elbows, license says. I don't see Chicago Big Dog. I don't see human muscles. Hold on. I thought I had highlighted that. Yeah, PG, and I agree. It's a little small. I wanted to get back to what somebody had said. Chicago Big Dog. Let me go on my phone here and look at it real quick. Chicago Big Dog. I don't see human muscles in the shoulders or chest, nor human hands, but that's a big old canine. Yeah, you know, I think in this situation it does look strange. Lyson, thank you again for sending that. It looks odd. I think number one, it's just huge. It's a big wolf or some type of hybrid canine, and it's in a deterioration mode as well. So there's going to be bloating and things like that. A strange one. I can't see anything that really tells me what type of animal, like what, you know, I think it's some type of hybrid, which is why this guy stopped, and it's absolutely huge. So I don't know, guys. I don't think it's a Dogman, but definitely interesting. We're going to move on to the next video that license, or keep playing this video, I guess. Let's see here if they have more. All right, here we go.
But when you focus on its face and shoulders,
Trail
it
cam.
has an almost human-like appearance. The creature had noticed the camera was walking toward it. Since the camera was motion activated, it only captured 2 photographs, but those were enough to send the paranormal community into a frenzy. Many believe this is one of the clearest images of Dogman
Now
ever
that
captured.
is actually
Of course,
a
skeptics
very
have their
good
own
picture.
theories, but some think it's just a person in a costume, while others believe it's an ordinary wolf. But now that you've seen it, what do you also think?
What do you guys think? I'm going to pause it right there. I'm going to be honest with you guys. You know, it doesn't look like your traditional AI picture. It just, I don't know. There's something kind of real looking here, guys, of that picture. It's very interesting. Lyson asking, how similar is this to the Dogman you saw? there are some similarities. It's immensely smaller than what I saw Lyson, but let me make it bigger here again. There are some things going on here that are really grabbing my attention. I've seen so many pictures. Jojo, it's a stunning creature, whatever it is. I agree. Of Dogman that just immediately, welcome Jim Ellis. You can always go back after the stream, my friend. Thanks for being here. You know, I've seen things immediately. It grabs me, says AI. This doesn't look like AI. It looks legitimate, like, a canine standing on two legs. Jim Ellis saying looks like a bear. That's what I said the first time I see it. And as I always say, guys, I respect all of your opinions. Everyone has the right to have their own opinion, regardless of what it is. This thing, to me, is very real looking. I agree. I think Robert Martel. Let me go back to your comment here. If I can find it again. Man, this thing's moving quick. I apologize, guy. Eye reflection looks good. Let me see. Robert, I'm just going to go back to my phone for you, my friend. Or no, Rebel the United says it's very real looking if it's fake. It has a shorter muzzle and shorter ears like what I've heard others have. El Martino, the teeth are really white, but maybe too white. No, actually, you'll see situations of real animals that have very white teeth and things. You know, they usually take very good care of their selves because they have to. You know, they can't get sick or things like that. Yeah, guys, I'm going to tell you what, I'm impressed by this one. Good grab, Lyson. It's believable to me, guys. Do you guys, let's see real quick, just for the comments and nothing else but yes or no. What do you think? I think it is. That's one of the best ones I've seen in a long time. I'm gonna say yeah. Only thing I recommend to NV is they take too long to get there. Sometimes like me. As my wife reminds me. I've seen this. This one is a very possible. I've seen this before. This one is extremely creepy. And the little kid just, you know, he points and it's just like, he's like, you know, normally little kids are very telling. If he was comfortable and talking and just walking around, he knows what's going on. He seems like they're like, what the hell is that? His point just without talking just was telling to me. That one right here. Let's get a yes or no, guys. Do you think it's possibly a Dogman? You think it's real? You think it's fake? You think it's staged? Yes or no? Let me know. I think this one, I'm 50-50 on this one right here. Jojo, that could be a goat man. I didn't see any goat man things going on there. Lyson, yes. Josie Nebby, yes. Tawny, yes. Wembley, yes. Carol, possibly. I'm with you. Carol, if this is the Akron recording of a dog, yeah, this is it. This happened in Akron, Ohio. My wife reminded me, I made her watch this before. I forced her. I'm like, you got to watch this one because it happened in Akron, which is only 45 minutes from Youngstown where I live. And these were girls that were on a lunch break and drove through a cemetery and caught something digging feverishly in a plot area, which number one is just insane that somebody would be digging with their hands. Number two, there's no real defining human things going on there. And they should show what it looks like afterwards, the hole too, which I don't think a person could do. You see ears very easily on top of its head, completely black. And look at the arm shape. There's a weird shape going on there with the shoulder and the arms. It doesn't look human to me. It really honestly does not. This was one of the most I don't know, videos that freaked me out and put me in a legit space. What do you guys think? You think it's a Dogman? Do you think it's something else? Do you think it's real? Yes or no? Upright Dogman creature caught on trail cam. Let's move it forward. Huh. Okay, this is a trail cam, supposedly of a Dogman. Another, I don't know. I mean, you're right, Tim Houston. Weird things tend to occur in, hold on, let me go back on this one. In cemeteries, I agree. Bearman Carol, this one looks kind of fake. I don't know about this either. I think this one is either AI or staged, but it could be real. I mean, a lot of times there are videos and pictures out there that a lot of people just right off the bat, because it's a pretty clear picture, just think, no, there's no way, it has to be staged. We never see anything. A lot of people think that one of the paranormal things going on with Bigfoot and where Dogmen are, that they're letting off some type of vibration or something that causes today's technology to screw up, which is why we don't get good, clear pictures or videos, which is very possible. It could have been real. I don't know. I'm going to say I'm not sure. PG63, a Gugway. Yeah, you definitely don't want to run into a Gugway. Gugway are a bear-looking Sasquatch that are supposed to be some of the most vicious killers in the cryptid world. Let's see here. What are we looking at? Oh, okay. Looks like a shape there. Definitely large, and it has the shape of which you would expect a Sasquatch to have. Has a, the head has that shape on the dome, and very big, kind of hidden and almost kind of cloaked in the trees. I don't know. Definitely something there. Lyson asking, werebears, are they real? There have been, you're right, Sugi, the Gugway are called face eaters. So good for bringing up. I don't know, Lyson, I have heard of werebears. I have heard of cryptids that have the look of a bear. Are they Gugway? Are they a hybrid of a Dogman and a Bigfoot? Yeah, I know, Lyson. I know there's a different video. So that was that one. We're going to close that one out and move on to the next one. So let me close this. Let me come back to you guys. Some interesting ones, huh, guys? Let me close that down, stop sharing. I got to go back to the area that I was. I think there were some very interesting videos there. Thank you again, Lyson, for sending them. I'm going to a second video here that he sent me. Let me start it. Hold on a sec, guys. Let me come back and make sure everything's set up the right way. And I will share this real quick. All right, let me pause it. I'm going to share it real quick here for you guys. Add this to the scene, give you the big look, and let's move on. Sent by Lyson Fire Fear. There's some good instances there. Oh, there you go. That's a good photo. I'm going to pause right there. This one is actually very similar to a photo that David Wolf, who has been on the show numerous times, he's from ETS, exposing the strange, and that looks like this is his picture. In fact, on the right, it says ETS. It says it was photographed by Mike Irwin. It might be on his channel, but David Wolf got a picture unknowingly one day of a Dogman in a park, and that looks pretty good. Let's hear. I believe Lyson wants me to just pause on this video on pictures. So let me move it forward here to a good one. Okay. The only problem with this is it's like a clip. It's a trailer. Oh, there's something interesting there, guys. Oh, this one's a little difficult to get. All right. There we go, guys. There's a decent picture there of what looks like a possible Dogman. What you see on the top of its head is two ears. You see a canine face, almost like a black eye, a large shape there. I don't know. I think this one's bogus. It doesn't look real to me. It has a costumey type chest. Let's see here. Yeah, it's an edit. That's okay, Lyson. We're good, man. I don't know. I don't think that one's real, guys. Yes or no? Move forward. Let me move back here to the one before this. That's like a human, I think. Let me mute this one because it's loud. Oops. Sorry, guys. This one's hard to control. I apologize. That's it. That is from ETS, Exposing the Strange. This was supposed to be a picture of a real Dogman taken by Richard McCandlish, who is one of the well-known Dogman researchers who goes out in the Hocking Hills area of Ohio and has supposedly had a number of real Dogman and other cryptid experiences. Hocking Hills, again in Ohio, is one of the most forested areas I have ever seen in my life. I went to a very well-known conference there a couple of years ago. And when we got into Hocking Hills, Ohio, which is like 3.5 hours from Youngstown, I was so blown away by the sheer just canvas of woods and forested. The entire area of Hocking Hills, Ohio is like a giant forest and absolutely stunning. It's beautiful. So if there's an area where there are cryptids, Dogman, Bigfoot, and that right there, and it's known for being one of the hot spots in Ohio and America. Some of the most well-known things have happened there, real experiences. What do you guys think of that picture? Richard McCandlish swears on his life it's a real picture of a Dogman. I don't think he has the means, I know Richard, of making a costume like that. That was supposed to be taken outside of his cabin in Hocking Hills. You guys think it's real or no? Yes or no? PGene63 says yes. Jojo says yes. I am half and half. You know, David Wolf, I have immense respect for him. He's not going to put that, you know, fake stuff on there if he thinks it is. I think there's a very good chance that it could be. Jim Ellis, I am absolutely planning on coming to Oregon as I'm starting my ventures of going to different places throughout America and down the road, other countries. And, you know, let's see. Yeah, I believe it. Good point, Lyson. Perfect place for a Dogman. Quicksilver saying it's hard to tell, but it's creepy. Let's see. PGene63. The snout looks like one from a movie I saw. It does have a movie quality to me. I agree, which could be fake. Josie Nebby, it's time for me to go to bed. Have a good night, everyone. Loved you all. Thank you, Josie. It was a pleasure having you. Thank you for the donation, for being a member of Planet 412. I appreciate you big time, girl. Have a good night. Let's see, Kevin, Troll Slayer. Hello, sir. How are you? Stacy's saying not far behind, Josie. Yeah, we're getting close to closing up here, so let's get back to the video. I want to tell everybody again, thank you everybody that has been on tonight. I've had a blast. This is a regular thing here we're going to do on Planet 412 live streams. Oh, there was a well-known picture I just passed up. Hold on. It happened so fast. I don't know if I can pause on it. There it is. This is a picture. I forget where it was taken. I don't remember if it was in America, in the United States, or it was in another country. They've gotten some real good possible Dogman pictures in other countries that I've seen. This was taken supposedly from a security camera, I believe, and it was outside of a business. You could see the big fence down the road, and This one is, I am really close to saying real on this. The build of this thing is just non-human. It's really big. You see how big, you know how big light poles are. This thing's going up. I mean, I'm going to say that thing's got to be at least 7 or 8 feet tall. It was, I believe, in the middle of the night, nothing else out there. Yeah, what do you guys think? Yes, no? I agree, PG, it's so damn tall. Damn, that looks real. Wembley, Lyson, real. Carroll, real. Quicksilver, oh yeah, that one looks real. Tawny, it's trying to hide behind that light bulb. A lot of cryptids, Chicago Big Dog, Scary, and Andreas, real. Getting back to, let's see, Jim Ellis said they say that one is fake that happened in the 1940s. Okay. Tawny, cryptids have a behavior that they exhibit all the time. It's called tree peeking. They'll go behind trees that they are just so big that you see them, but they hide their face and they come back and forth and they peek. Like a kid hiding behind a tree. It's just a behavior that they're very well known to do. Let's see, let me try and catch something else here. This one is very difficult to catch. Good night to my wife, Stacy. She's going to sleep. Thank you very much for helping. All right, that video's over. So let's get rid of that one. Let me come back to y'all. Let's see. We have some comments here. Oh, License saying there's one more. So we have one more. Somebody said something here. Spicy housewife, this makes me feel sort of way, so that's usually an indicator that it's real, because when it's not real, I just skim past. Agreed. Jim Ellis, the guy who worked for security in the house, was like walking distance on his lunch break. He pulled out his camera, but I heard it was fake. This picture was taken in the 1900s. Lyson 007 Kevin, Dogman is a dog soldier, half man, half canine. Tawny, oh yeah, I remember that one. Scott from South Carolina, bears will tree peek also. Sugi, maybe they're just used to blending in. All right, we're going to move on to the next video here that License sent. So give me a second to pull this one up. I'm going to go to the last one because we're getting close to closing up here. All right, hold on a sec, guys. I need to share this one. What do you guys think? You like this style for our live streams? Are you guys enjoying the reviews? Let me know if you like it. We'll keep doing it. I think it's a really cool thing to do. I'm enjoying it. It's one of the most popular things on YouTube is to review videos. I just think it's a big thing for me because I watch these and all right, here we go. Sent by Mermaids, the new evidence.
Oh. Wow.
Agreed, El Martino. I enjoy the interaction with you guys too. Oh, I've seen this. Did you guys check
We're
that?
with former NOAA biologist Dr. Paul Robertson and joined by Dr. Torsten Schmidt. He was the lead geologist on a submarine crew that recorded on March 6th of this year the astonishing footage we just watched. And I'd like to start out with some reactions. Dr. Paul Robertson.
No, real quick, guys.
I'd really like to see what's on that second camera.
The fact that they're
I'm glad. I think we all
having
do.
an
Our viewers
interview
at
like
home too would
this.
like to
No,
see
it's
that.
obviously
We're gonna
made
show
by
you that
Animal
right now.
Planet,
Let's
which
take a
made
look.
the movie. So they want to bring in, but I don't know, it gives a sense of realness to it. That hand looks incredibly real. I agree, Sugi. It is nice to discuss with the group.
Dr. Robertson.
No, sorry. Can we play that back, please?
Can we get
Antonio
the
Vasquez,
footage of,
fake.
the,
I've
of
seen
that
the
back up
2-hour
there? Can we,
video.
in fact, why don't we take both cameras,
But
first
it's
and
fun
second sync, and let's roll them together. Can we do that?
It's
Take a look.
enjoyable for me to. Okay, we're getting people commenting that it was a documentary made by Animal Planet, and I seem to remember, but that doesn't matter, Lyson. This is super cool. It's great for us to have a. Yeah, it was a fake documentary. I do remember. Now, I'm glad you guys brought it up. But Wembley, I mean, Lyson, thank you for sending it, brother. Definitely something to get us talking. And while we're discussing this documentary that Animal Planet made, do you guys believe in mermaids? And that's okay, Lyson. Don't, brother, man. It's all good, man. Send me your stuff, guys. Just like Lyson did tonight. If you see any videos on YouTube or whatever, trail cam, anything that seems like, wow, I want Matt to see that. Send it to me. Tell me you have a video for me. Tell me you're sending me a video. The easiest way. You sent another video. Okay, there's supposed to be another video license sent. We'll go to that right from here. Do me a favor, guys. The easiest way to get a hold of me is Facebook Messenger. I'm just going to be honest. You can email me on Planet 412's email. I have been making sure I've been looking at them. I need to answer a number of people. I apologize. Those of you who have sent me emails and I haven't commented back to you, I know that you have sent them, and I'm going to be replying to you very soon. I've been making a day to get back to you guys. So do me a favor. You see a video out there that you want me to review here on the 412, tell me, send it. We will review your videos. Okay. All right. Here's the last one we're going to do tonight, guys. This is another video from Lyson Firefear, who I really appreciate, one of our great Planet 412 members. All right, here we go, guys. Let me turn on the noise. Another NBTV video. Agreed, PG, and thanks, Lyson. We all appreciate it. I definitely want different videos sent from all of you so that I can get different viewpoints as well. Chicago Big Dog, we've existed for at least 2,000 or more years. As it's just last 15 years, everyone in mainstream has a camera. Of course, the rare and otherworldly creatures will begin. This has to be documented. Things that were just legend or folklore will start becoming documented on footage. They already are, and they've had footage of them for a long time. We just don't see a lot of the real stuff. I've seen this one before. This one is one of the more believable trail cam videos I've seen. What do you guys think? Do you think this is, first of all, a regular forest creature? Or do you believe it's some type of cryptid? It looks, first of all, just too There's too many human-like qualities. The eyes, there looks like a nose. They're pointing at the nose area. The eyes are strange. They don't look human-like. They have an animal slash human quality to them. What do you guys think? This is interesting. Yeah, I agree, Lyson. I don't really know if this is a Bigfoot either. It could be. It could be. You know what? I'll be honest with you. It could be a Bigfoot. And then why I'm saying that, look at the, real quick, and you guys give me your opinions if you agree with me. Look at the eyes and the long lashes on this one. It almost comes off to me, the look I'm getting just from this area looks female to me. Spicy housewife. I'm jealous of the eyelashes though. Well, honey, you don't want to see mine. You will be very jealous. My wife has been jealous of my eyelashes for years. When we started dating, she used to ask me if she could put mascara on them because they're so long. So I guess I have good eyelashes. Lyson, this is either real or a multi-million-dollar custom. I don't think anybody's going to waste their time doing this because they're not getting anything from this. Tawny, I think it's female. Chicago Big Dog, the eye and forehead proportions look a bit off. Well, I mean, they're going to look off if you got something otherworldly here. Spicy housewife, jealous of her husband's lovely eyelashes. Antonio Vasquez, Asian Bigfoot. Andreas Carazales, female or a possible bird type to the shape of the pupil. You look, there is some weird, almost bird-like things going on also with the nose and the nose area. I don't know, guys. I think this one is possibly a female Bigfoot. So let's move on. I don't know, Kel. Why would it just stand there? It was either young and just wanted to stare at it. I mean, could you imagine being something like that and having quite a bit of intelligence and being bored and just seeing something like that and not giving them the full view, just your eye? It could have just been messing with, I know what this is. Kim King, gorgeous creature, whatever it is, I agree. Turquoise peacock, this is awesome. Oh, that is creepy. Ooh. Oh, yeah, that makes my hair stand up. There is definitely something behind that dude. That's weird. This does not look like a setup kind of camera. I mean, but why are they taking his picture though? That's the only thing that makes me question it. Is it a setup? Is it a trail cam? If it's a trail cam, let's go back. If it's a trail cam, that would be the reason why they got the picture of it. You have heard a number of times from, License saying it is a trail cam. So you've heard a number of times hunters being pushed out of woods, blind charged, things thrown at them, being followed and paralleled by something in the woods that they just can't see, but whenever they start to walk, something else starts to walk, or multiple ones start to walk. It is, the sound of something on 2 feet. And this really has a possible quality to me that maybe it is real. The eye shine grabs me. Philip Croyle, been working on a theory that Bigfoot, etc., can not only see IR light, but also sense the electromagnetic fields of cameras, etc. Philip, this is a opinion that I have had for years on Bigfoot and other cryptids. They 100% can see the infrared spectrum. Deers can see the infrared spectrum, and a number of other regular forest creatures. They can see it. There's no doubt, no question. I think they can see in other spectrums too, and I agree. They also have something going on with their electromagnetic fields, which is why there has been some evidence popping up that they have not only the ability to interfere with today's technology, which is why a lot of people say if you're researching or hoofing it out there, go old school sometimes. Use non-digital cameras, Polaroids, things like that. El Martino, thank you for being here tonight. Good night. 007 Kevin saying, looks like he's saying, want to die, come here, I dare you. Yeah, that's a creepy ass picture. Andreas, the hair or fur seems kind of thin on the head and hands, or most obvious lacking to me. Spicy Housewife, yeah, I definitely need to find time to contact you, Matt, about my encounters, because I know I was herded out of the woods by a female, and I wondered if the female was protecting me from the males. That has happened, Spicy. Could be a threat. I agree. Get in touch with me, Spicy. Are you on Facebook? Send me a friend request and your message. Yeah, again, thank you for anybody that's leaving. El Martino just left. I appreciate you. Let's see. This one. Oh, I went to the wrong one. Sorry, guys. Hold on. Is this the same one? Yeah, this is the same one. Hold on, let me move forward, guys. That's the same one there. All right, here we go. I think I know this one. These are two guys sitting there watching a field.
Where the hell did that thing go?
Yeah, this is a hoax. I've seen this one. You guys can watch it though.
Do you see it? No. I hear the bushes moving. What
I
the
don't
hell
buy
is
this
that
one.
thing, man?
They
Is it
sound
getting
like
on the
they're
camera?
acting to me.
Oh my freaking goodness.
Where'd it go?
It's behind those bushes, man. Look. It's not coming up here, is it?
No, it's...
No,
I don't think it recognizes
it's just
man. Calm down, be
nonchalant.
quiet.
This is a hoax.
Is it doing eating?
But I'll let you guys watch it cross the field, and everyone you can. Lyson wants me to skip it. Yeah, guys, this one's. I'm not going to waste my time on this one. This one's a hoax. It comes back too, which is obvious that they're. You know, this is a setup. Let's see. Is there anything else? All right, that was it. Let me come back to you guys real quick. Thank you to Lyson Fire Fear for sending all the videos tonight. I greatly appreciate it. Again, all of you. Yeah, I agree with you, Tawny, as well. You know, she made a point. Yeah, the birds are singing still. You know, one of the things that occurs that's really well known when supernatural things are going on or cryptids are in the area, things will go silent. Cryptids will cause crickets, birds, other wildlife to just go silent. And everything knows. You're welcome, Lyson. Absolutely. I appreciate you and everyone else. Yeah, so good comment there about, you know, just normal noises. It's just one of the very well-known events that occur. All right, guys, let's see here. Let me take some comments before I shut down here. Robert Martell, you know, on the internet, you have the haters on YouTube have fake videos that are there to dismiss any video, so people go on, it's a hoax. There's a lot of misinformation campaigning that goes on. You're correct, Robert Martell. Thanks. Charles Neruda, absolutely. Youngstown, the Yo in the house. Apex predators do cause the noise quietness to happen as well. Thanks, Tim, for that comment. You know, just a lot of crazy things out there. So, guys, if you have any more questions, throw them at me real quick. I don't think anyone really does. It was a spot on, great show. We had a really big group of people in here tonight. I want to thank every single person who came. I love this new format because I love my Planet 412 people. I love my extended family. I love talking with you guys. I like interacting with you. And that's why I've started to do the reviews, which are going to be a big part of the channel. Another thing I decided I'm going to just start doing when I do interviews and things like that, I'm going to start changing format as well. What I'm going to do is I'm going to start telling the interview stories myself. I'm going to put it in my own words, and we'll still give credit to anyone who wants to, say, hey, this is me, this happened to me. We'll show your picture and a little clip of the video during the videos. And, but I'm going to start telling them from my point of view, put a more, personal spin on these things. And at the end of the videos, what we'll always do is have a, kind of Q&A with myself. I will go over what I think about the interview, about what happened, the experience, give my opinion, and then I'll ask you guys for your opinion. So much stuff coming, guys. I can't even begin to tell you. I'm not even going to get into it. This is going to be the best year for Planet 412, bar none. Huge things on the horizon. So I just, again, want to thank everybody for coming tonight. Great live stream. Also, BJ, thank you. My awesome moderator slash researcher. She goes and grabs anything I need. She's one of my best friends. She is, if anybody doesn't know BJ, we did a video on her as well here on the 412. She is a sensitive. She has had really crazy things that have happened to her. I'm going on Discord, Kel. Yes, it's coming. I have a lot of stuff coming up. I just started putting things on Spreaker. So I'm getting on all the other stuff. So it's coming, Kel. But BJ has had a lot of stuff that has happened to her whole life. We're going to be also highlighting more things that are going on right now. She is a author and illustrator, and a damn good one. And I would highly recommend that you guys go and check out the link that she has there. Go to her channel. Please do me a favor and subscribe to her. Help her channel out. And check out her books. If you have kids, she has a new Bigfoot coloring book that she mentions me in. I appreciate it. If you have kids that love Bigfoot, or you guys are really big into cryptids in your family, get this Bigfoot coloring book for them. They'll love it. She needs to, BJ, you need to make just a cryptid coloring book soon with different ones in there. But go check out her books, guys. Buy them. She has a Dogman book out there. Let's see if I have it near me. Hold on a second. I do. Hold on. I have a signed copy from BJ. And this is called Josiah Wolf by B.J. Lapierre, and I just started reading it, and it is it's a thick, beautiful book. She did a great job writing this, so go ahead and check it out, guys. I got, she not contacted me, she, put a personal write in there for me, and it's really good so far. And, it's about 364 pages long. Go check that out and her other stuff. BJ is also going to come with us on a couple of our new things that we're doing here on Planet 412. Those of you who haven't heard me say, we already have plans to go to different places and do research documentary type video documentaries. Obviously not real documentaries. Those take a long time to make. But these are going to be us going to locations, and we're going to be on the ground. We'll have some live streaming coming from these nights that we do this for a little bit, so that you guys can see where we are and what we're doing. And we have a giant one that we're putting together right now that I think is going to be the beginning of just mind-bending things for Planet 412. We're going to be going... me and David Wolford, we just recently went to where I had my experience at the old steel mill area in Youngstown, filmed a little bit. It's going to be added to his documentary that he's releasing at the end of this year. I'm going to make a short from it. We're going to go back during the night and do a night investigation, and we'll have a live stream coming from that when we do it. That's coming like within the next month. Also, I'm going to be going to Newcastle, Pennsylvania. I've mentioned this a number of times to you guys. One of the haunted places in Newcastle is, hold on, I always forget the name of it. Hillview Manor is in Newcastle, Pennsylvania, in Lawrence County, which is only about, I think, 35 minutes from me. And it has been highlighted on, a number of popular, ghost shows and things like that. Like Jack Osborne on Portals to Hell has gone there. And a number of other great shows. The one with the 4 kids, what is it? Destination Fear. They went there, and it is incredible, the EVPs they caught. I'm sorry, it wasn't EVP. Well, it was recordings they caught with their own ears in real time, ghosts moaning, screaming, crying. This is a well-known place. They say it's a black mark on this area. It was like a farmer's, what was it? It was a work farm or something. Started out as that. And it turned into like a kind of a hospital, mental hospital, and horrific things happened there. The documentary I'm referring to is David Wolf from ETS Exposing the Strange has been making a documentary about Dogman for the past 2 years now, a little bit over. And I am highlighted in this documentary, and he shows pictures of a real dogman that he caught. It's coming out here pretty soon, and I will let you guys know all about the documentary. It's really going to be a great, awesome video. I can't wait for it to come out. So that's it, guys. I love you all. I want to thank you guys for coming here. It was an awesome night, and we will be back with another live stream. I think it's going to be, let me check my calendar this week. The next one we do this week is going to be on, I believe, Tuesday. So in 2 more days, we'll do another live stream. I'm going to be releasing a number of new videos here soon. Some people have been commenting. Matt, I haven't seen stuff come out regularly. That's because I am also a sports broadcaster. I just went through the semi-pro season, which is before the high school football season, and then high school starting up this week on Friday. That's not going to interfere with me getting stuff out, but it did slow me down. A lot of awesome stuff coming up, guys. So you guys have a great night. Thank you again for being here, and we'll see you guys very, very soon. Love y'all.